This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk about what we're doing with the man at the moment. December 17th is Chris Jericho's time. He's the man, and he's going to be in a match with Rob Van Dam, the main event of Monday Night Raw here. Ric Flair will be the referee, and Vince is at ringside. When the night ends, Rob Van Dam and Flair put Jericho and Vince in figure fours. And this sticks out like a sore thumb because this is less than a month after Ric Flair makes his debut for the company. And as Rick tells the story, oh, you'll never be in the ring, Rick. We don't want you to ring, to wrestle, no matches. You're an on-air television character. And man, 4 weeks later, he's putting Vince in a figure four. And as we know, he's ultimately going to wind up in the ring with Vince at Royal Rumble. That didn't take long to change. How was Rick? Was Rick nervous about that? Anxious? Is it his call, Vince's call? What can you tell us?
Well, if Rick had not wanted to do it, he would not have done it. Yeah. You know, he was your father-in-law, for God's sakes. He's just who he is.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that the consortium of ideas to get that match booked didn't include Rick very deeply, because he had to sign off on it. He had to say, yeah, we could do this, we could do that. I can still do these things, because you're dealing with a guy that's an untrained worker in Vince. He just was the best heel we had in a territory at that time. So at least that was my take on it. But yeah, I think Rick was all for it. Hey, look, Conrad, you know as well as I do, these old guys keep saying I had my last match. I'm retiring. Okay, it's a good story for the grandkids, but it's just not totally accurate. Rick wanted to work. That's what he was put on earth to do. He was considered the best in the world at it forever. So it's hard to keep him out of the ring. So I think Vince, and I think the match of McMahon and Flair was a collaborative effort, because they both had to sign off and believe they could pull it off. They were not going to go on last, if I recall, at any of these situations.
Yeah.
But could they fill that role of where they were placed on the card in a quote unquote semi-main or double main or something along those lines? And the answer to that is absolutely. So no, it didn't take long, but Rick wanted to do it. Vince definitely wanted to do it. And so guess what?
It happened.
We did it.
And it led to some really fun segments on TV, including where Vince got to strut around like Ric Flair. He's going to put on Flair's robe. He's going to wear the wig, the whole deal. Let me play a clip here. This is from January of 2002 on Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon is in the middle of a promo when this happens.
Therefore, at the Rumble, Flair has the old expression, in order to be the man, you have to beat the man. I hear that. But you know what, Flair? I'm already the man, and right now, I'm going to prove it.
I told you he's already the man. What do you mean by that? I'm going to prove what? Oh, it's this box. What's this? What's the meaning of? Well, what?
Lawler is so funny.
Yeah, hold up.
So he just put on the wig. Now he's putting on the robe.
Yeah.
Should show Mr. McMahon more respect. This is the house that he built right here. What is Mr. McMahon thinking here? I mean, what is? Wait a minute. Look at his arms are so big and can barely fit into the room. Oh no, this is not right. I agree, it's not right. It's obviously what.
It's a little tight.
He didn't take his jacket off. He could say that, by the way.
Let's say it goes something like this.
Mocking the strut.
Yeah, I think I got the hang of it now.
Yeah, look at that. He's walking the walk. How disrespectful is that?
So we get the big back and forth here. Ultimately, McMahon's going to pull out the lead pipe and clock Flair with it. Flair's going to wind up all bloody. This continues.
No, get out of here. Rick got blood.
Can you imagine?
Conrad, what the shit are you talking about?
So it's going to become a hardcore match, a falls count anywhere match. There's going to be some stakes. You can tell, hey, we're headed somewhere. This isn't just going to be a regular old 1, 2, 3.
Right.
So I guess that provides a little bit of garnish, a little bit of gaga for whatever sort of insecurities that Vince or Rick had as far as doing a traditional match. But
it's smart booking, Conrad. They don't need to go in there and have a catch-as-catch-can Briscoe Funk Classic because they can't.
Correct.
But what they can do, and they did, was to execute a falls count anywhere.
Yeah.
There's no rules. You can hit them in the balls. All these wonderful things that you would get in a match like that. So, yeah, that was the only way to go with that thing.
So Stephanie McMahon pops up on TV on Christmas Eve to try to give a Christmas gift to her father. Of course, as you recall, at Survivor Series, when the invasion was put to bed, the alliance is no more. She's out of here, but she's too good of a heel, too good of a television performer to keep on the sidelines forever. Right, Jim?
Absolutely. You know, she was the closest thing to Vince other than Vince. She was more like Vince than Shane, who just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday, Shane. Always treated me good. So yeah, I don't know, Connie. There's just so many backstories, and she was too good to keep on the bench. I know that because she'd do the promos were excellent. When she got into some physicality, she didn't back away from it. I was always proud of her efforts because she was in a role that, I mean, let's face it, she's going to be one of the caretakers of the business, the WWE business. And she had no issues getting her hands dirty and playing the role. So I'm sure Vince is proud of her, still is, but she did a great job.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.